this is something cutting edge that just sort of brings it to that state, you know, where you're kind of just like, woo. Thy deed is great and thine heart is pure. I am eternally in your debt. One day, somebody called me up and said, hey, you want to do Shrek? What's that? It's a animated movie that they're doing at Dreamworks, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like fun. And where would a brave knight be without his noble steed? And where would a brave knight be without his noble steed?
All right, I hope you heard that. She called me a noble steed. She think I'm a steed.
Princess Fiona is, she's a firecracker, as they say, little spark plug. She's been kept in a tower for quite a long time, so she has a lot of time to sort of put her imagination to work, and she's got this idea about her rescue, what it's going to be like, who's going to rescue her, her Prince Charming.
Wake up!
What?
Now let's go!
But wait, Sir Knight, you know, you should sweep me off my feet out yonder window and down a rope onto your valiant steed.
You've had a lot of time to plan this, haven't you?
The princess is at first exactly the way Shrek the ogre figured a princess would be. You know, a little bit stuck up, a little bit haughty.
I pray that you take this favor as a token of my gratitude.
Thanks.
And as he gets to know her better, he slowly becomes more and more impressed by this person.
I didn't know what to expect. I had no idea. I never knew anything about the process. They said Eddie Murphy and Mike Myers were gonna be in the movie. So I expected to sort of walk into a room with the two guys there and us be like, you know, doing our lines off one another. And instead I got a storyboard and a pointer stick. Sort of running across the bottom in dialogue and explaining to me, and I was like, oh, okay, I get this is a different process.
You just kind of act yourself through it and then
Right.
get to, and that way you'll have full breath and everything for that.
Okay, good. Thy deed is great and thine heart is pure. I didn't have anything in my headphones. They do videotape you as you work, but they say that no one's going to ever see them. And I have that in writing, I think.
The animators love to watch Cameron Diaz.
You did it! You rescued me! You're amazing! You're wonderful! A little unorthodox, I'll admit. They take that and they sort of like use that as a guidelines to sort of get some gestures of, you know, when you're screaming or moving around.
It's just so helpful because sometimes it's not so much about the body language, because when they're doing recording, most of the time they're just standing there looking at a piece of paper. But it's the detail of the face. Whatever was going on their faces while they were talking is so special.
There's just a texture, a tactile like quality to it that you don't get in just plain animation, you know. The first time I saw it, I was like, it was rather eerie because I felt like even though she looks nothing like me, there was something, a quality about her sort of in the eyes that at first I was a little sort of taken back by. And there was a few gestures that sort of reminded me more of my sister than myself, because I can't really see it in myself, but I kind of see it in my sister. I think the story itself just has a great message of saying how important it is to sort of not judge people for the way that they look, but to see people for who they truly are.